Verity, I have just uncovered something huge in the graveyard. I came running to tell you, but it seems that something must be going on with Sophia. So, I'll just leave it recorded here. Now I see why people forget everything once they leave the perimeter. In fact, we don't create any actual memories in here. All our memories are etched into marks in the graveyard. So, if anyone leaves the perimeter, their memories are left behind, engraved in a mark. I poured the ooze on the grave of Theanestra. She's the mother of the family leader. When I did that and I synced the audio, I had a deja vu that wasn't even mine. It was hers. She wrote a song that she believed was from the future. Every time she had a deja vu in those few seconds when it happened, she would quickly write new notes on a score. As if she was remembering something from the future. You know? Just like when you really have a deja vu. And when she finished writing, she even went to the top of that hill to play the song for the first time. That's when the fissure came about. Along with it, all the graves sprouted from the ground and even her instrument was broken. I don't know what happened to her after that. But I have an even bigger theory. I believe the fissure is also a mark. A mark with all the memories inside it. That's why the others came from it. And come to think of it, Verity, only one person can have that mark. Before I get into that, I tried to take a closer look at the deja vu song on the hill. I'm heading back to the graveyard right now to make a report on this.
Callisto, I found it. I figured it out. I know exactly what to do. Listen up. At first, I believed that the ooze that was exposed to the paranormal light of the crystals would be able to freeze time around it. But that is actually an illusion. It is something far greater than that. By adjusting the energy intensity levels of the paranormal light on my anachronic device, I realized that the pointer was not standing still. It was as if it was vibrating, shaking. And that's when it hit me. The ooze is not freezing time. It is repeating time. The freeze effect caused by the flashlights is just a consequence of a microsecond being repeated again and again. So much so that it can't be seen with the naked eye. But this only happens because the energy usage of the flashlights is very low. The bigger the energy source connected to the crystals, the bigger the time interval being repeated by the ooze. That is, larger energy sources would be able to repeat entire seconds, minutes, hours. There would be no limits to an area affected by the ooze. I don't know the deterministic implications of this, nor if there's any kind of variation within the cycles. I don't believe that the ooze is capable of storing information to repeat it perfectly, but it doesn't matter to me, to be quite honest. The point is, if I put myself in one of these cycles, I will be able to generate the necessary ooze, and then the cycle will reset me, restoring my physical form to the original one, without wasting me away like everyone else so far. I will become an eternal source! I will fix everything.
starting this knowing that I'm going to erase it soon afterwards. I just need to listen to myself. I'm the only one who can do this now. I can't recognize myself as Verity anymore. When we arrived here, the objective was clear. No matter how long it would take, no matter what the cost, we would complete the mission and leave after that. Eyes always open. Everyone here needs me. They're the team I put together. All these agents trust me. But now, it's not about me anymore. We knew this was a mistake, and yet we still made that choice. I've given it my best to try and solve everything in time. All the teams were given orders to keep investigating, to keep trying to find any breakthroughs. And yet, everything seems so far from over. These last few months, she's had to stay here, isolated, away from the other agents, from her own brother, even from Jazzer. Oh, poor Jazzer. What this place was capable of doing to a child who was born in here. I can't let this happen again. I have to take her somewhere else before...
Verity, what are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just doing some mission reports.
Oh, look at the time. You should stop working. You're too tired. Just come to bed.
I'm going, Sophia. I'm done here.
What's a gravestone doing in here? It's covered in ooze, but it looks like someone tore down the writing on it. You can't even see whose name it is. I think we know what to do, Lupi.
Here. You can hear my voice whenever you want, just by pressing this button here. See? You may have noticed that there's something different going on with me. One day you'll make sense of all this. But don't worry. Your things will still be here. Everything will continue as it always has. I'll just have to stay away for a little while. And you keep obeying Verity, all right? Please. I know he's a bit strict sometimes, but he's doing everything he can for you. He will continue to look after you for as long as it takes until he finally makes sense of all this as well. Until you can leave this place with everyone. You never deserved this. You were cast without choice into this world, and you were forced to suffer a punishment that should never have been yours. But I promise you, one day you'll be free of all this. One day you'll make your own choice. I'm here trying to make this all about you, little one. But I think we both know that I'm the one who's stalling here, so I don't have to leave. I'll never, never forget you, Jazzer.
Agatha, I need to talk to you. There was this agent, Sophia, who was working with my father here in the perimeter. They were investigating someone. Actually, a child. Called...
What? What was a child doing here in the perimeter?
Exactly. From what I found, there was something wrong with this child from the moment he was born. It seems that he was full of scars all over his body and had no normal reactions.
Fuck! It must have been that Straw family. Those shitbags were too hardcore, and this is me saying that.
It seems that my father and Sophia were looking after Jazzer, since they couldn't get out of here with him. If he was born here, leaving with him would completely erase his mind. They really cared about him. The way Sophia spoke to him, her voice.
Must be nice to have someone like that.
And Jazzer seemed to be very important, not just to them, but to the whole place. In fact, everything seems to revolve around him. A child born in the perimeter.
What?
I don't know. I guess I had deja vu. Sam, here in the underground I found some locked rooms that look important. There's a password panel on these doors. What were the Order trying to hide behind them?
This was quite common in the Order's old facilities. These locks weren't even meant to hide anything. They were more to protect the work of the investigation.
That makes sense. So these locks must be from the main rooms of the agents on this mission. There must be some very important things in there.
If they discovered something really important, they probably put it in those rooms. I think that in order to find out the passwords for these panels, you'll have to go and investigate the place where these agents were working and find out their information there. I don't know, it could be a loose code or a key card, I don't know, something like that.
It's a good plan. See who's using a lock, find out which area of the perimeter these agents were based in, go there, find out the password, and come back to open the door.
Oh boy.
What?
Well, now you've jinxed it, Mia.
Remains the same. Why?
The same eyes.
This ending. Once again.
Lupi! Lupi! What is it? What happened? I've never seen you like this.
What's the greatest fear of all? Fate? Death?
I want to be immortal. I will be an
Pain? Or maybe being forgotten? The answer is much simpler than that. Fear is what divides us, what defines us. Fear is unique to each one of us. The greatest fear of all does not exist. It is impossible. So the enigma becomes how to create the greatest of all fears. Realizes the power of the spiral through his fear. Each second in his mind's perspective gradually distorts into years, and then centuries, millennia. He achieves immortality, and yet learns the price too late. Clearly, I have not the choice to end my own life. That is not my ending. Goliath finds in his fear the chance to see once more. But when he finally reaches it, he becomes a prisoner of his own sight. His solitude, at least, is also his freedom. In the end, we are all prisoners. But I am the one who is chosen to see through the shackles. Through my memories, Theana listens to a song that could never be forgotten. Capable of crashing through all possibilities. A melody never created, only repeated. A resonance of something that always was, but never quite began. Just like me. In me, Abraham finds the answer to the prophecy, the purpose for all generations of his family. He knows that everything is going to happen, because everything has already happened. Everything contained in a single mark. The fear awakened in the one who cannot experience fear is the greatest fear of all.
There you are. The time has come.
The cathedral is almost complete. You will feel fear. The greatest fear of all!
I hate this part. By having foresight of their own fate, the Straw fulfilled their destiny. But Abraham's mind is not able to bear what I understand. He built this cathedral believing that in so doing, he would become the god of fear. Little did he know. The god of fear is already here. There is no fear when you know. There is no feeling without choice.
His eyes. The cathedral was built. My purpose. My fear.
Fear
The unhaunted
is
one will be the
impossible.
god of fear in the cathedral.
And I remember every single time. That never opens. The forbidden room. The one place I can never enter.
If only you guys will let me interact with him more, maybe I could understand that cathedral better. He surely has a connection to that place.
Jazzer is a traumatized kid, Callisto. It's dangerous to expose him to childhood trauma. We need to solve this without involving him, but we can't just go away either.
Except he's clearly not just a kid. His paranormal exposure is off the charts. Just look at his eyes. Not to mention he's never said a single word since we got here.
Hey, little Jazzer, you need to stay in your room. Now go on, finish your chores, and then wait for us there, okay?
Trying to change what already happened does not stop it from happening. There is no choice. This part, I wish it lasted longer. She dies inside the forbidden room. He leaves the perimeter after that. But he will come back. There is no choice. He always comes back.
Why do I know this? I have to change it. I have to change it. Now.
Only one sentence is needed. The obsession was already there. It is useless to do any more than what is necessary.
No! No! I don't want to see it! I don't want to! Verity? Why?
Only the god of fear can bring about the other ending. Callisto understands what it means to decipher my memories. He knows his part in the prophecy. All steps must be completed. Everything must be ready for the moment he returns. The ending of the Enigma of fear. same shackles, the same answer. Destined to fulfill the provisions for my own story to be repeated. An empty cycle with the sole purpose of plotting an enigma. My whole life, this whole place, is just a question. What is the greatest fear of all?
You. The one name I could never forget.
You know what happens now. But do you understand why?
Some questions should not be answered, Jazzer. This story has to end here.
That choice is not yours to make. Remains the same. Why?
Have the same eyes.
This ending once again. What is the greatest fear of all?
You. The one name I could never forget.
You know what happens now. But do you understand why?
Some questions should not be answered, Jazzer. This story has to end here.
That choice is not yours to make. This wasn't... Unique movements, irregular patterns. It's you.
What are you talking about?
This is it.
Dad!
Mia, what are you? You shouldn't be here.
What did you expect me to do after you disappeared out of nowhere?
It was the only way for you not to find me.
Well, I guess you're not very good at this. Are you okay? Did this man hurt you?
No, I should have...
You shouldn't have done jack. We've been through too much to save your skin, and I don't want to hear any of your lectures.
You don't understand. Mia,
who is...
Understand what? That you have to sacrifice yourself to stop some prophecy? I won't let some skinny weirdo kill my dad just because it's written on a wall.
No, Mia, I'm here to make sure my vision would come through. It was the only way I could protect you.
What?
I never... These eyes... Who are you?
This does not happen. This never happens.
Dad, what's going on?
This never happens.
this ritual on the floor. It's the same one that we used before. It has to do something. It has to. Yeah, me too. Hey, promise me you're not gonna... Lupi! Not my dog!
Lupi!
Hey, what are you doing here?
Something's wrong. Hey, Licky, is something wrong with you?
Mia?
Lupi! Something must be speaking.
You're here. We are finally at the end. Actually, we are way past it. I thought I would feel more fulfilled, to be quite honest. But maybe every ending is destined to be empty. What the? Oh, it's you. How did you get here, you big-headed mutt?
wrong?
Agatha?
Did you cut your hair? You look...
You could say that.
You should take Lupi to get his fur trimmed too, just to match.
Not a bad idea.
Jazzer? Are you alright? Do you need anything?
No. It's okay, Dad. You still remember her? You're really stubborn, aren't you?
Lupi!
He really wouldn't leave you alone.
I don't understand what...
Your name is Mia, right?
Right. And you are...
The unhaunted one.
Jazzer. What are you doing here?
I wanted to talk.
Sit down.
You probably hate me.
Well, you did try to kill my dad. But I'm kind of used to it by now.
In my defense, I was rooting for him too.
I don't know exactly who to blame.
Nothing happens without a reason. Every action is determined by a previous reaction. In the end, no one was truly to blame in this that is, until you changed it.
Okay, but I don't hate you. I just think you're weird.
Why a dog?
Why am I always with him, you mean?
Yes.
We made a promise. I think my dad rescued him on some mission and took him home. I was still very little.
He's quite smart.
Don't say that.
Why not?
Because he's going to get cocky.
How are you?
Do you really want to know?
Of course.
I'm scared.
Yeah, thought so.
And yet, strangely, at ease, now that he's with me. What is really going on? And please, spare me the deep, mysterious baloney. My father does enough of that already.
He does that. Somehow, you have broken the cycle that shaped the story of this place.
And since I was born in the middle of the cycle that was broken, technically, I shouldn't exist anymore.
Yes, you catch on quick.
Thanks, but I still don't know how I did it.
It is impossible to explain, because that was the whole point.
So the point of it all was to do something impossible?
Yes, some sort of impossible intervention, but you could also call it the god of fear.
So the god of fear was not the one I went up against?
Perhaps. What is the meaning of God?
I guess that answer changes from person to person.
Exactly.
So, technically, you were time traveling?
Not exactly. In here, nothing has ever started or ended. It is more akin to a music record endlessly on repeat. From the song's perspective, they just play and end. A song is not aware of its repetition. This place was like a piece detached from everything else.
A place that doesn't exist.
Only what happened in here can change. Out there, everything remains the same.
Except for you and me.
Except for you and me.
Why do you think my dad came here?
All he could remember was the vision of his end. And I think that, even without all the memories, he still knew that he needed to complete the vision to protect you.
Yeah, makes sense he'd try to go away. There'd be no point in him trying to explain it to me.
And you know how he is.
Tell me about it.
Do you want to talk about anything else? So, this is it, huh?
He likes to be petted behind the ear.
What?
But don't touch his nose too much. He will get upset.
Why are you telling me this?
So you can take good care of him.
Then you still don't get it. I didn't choose this story. I didn't choose my words. I never got to choose. But that's over now. I am free. Free to go away, to make friends, to know places. I am free to choose. But there's still one choice that no one has ever been able to make.
What?
Everyone is forced into existence. Everyone is cast into an unknown reality. And those who came before can only teach those who come after to adapt to the rules they were once forced to learn. You may be fortunate enough to be forced to exist on a path of easy choices. Or you may be forced to exist in a situation where every decision seems to be the wrong one. I was created as something devoid of choice. And now I have infinity. But thanks to you, I get to make the one choice that no one else ever could.
What do you mean? Why thanks to me?
Because now we have the same eyes. And this time, only I can do this.
That was easier than we thought. Now it's on you. We'll wait here.
The old man is over there. Go talk to him. I'm not good with these things. And don't tell him I came here driving or he will scold my ass.
Dad?
Mia, you came for me.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. I came here looking for an ending, but I ended up finding an answer.
So you don't remember anything?
Maybe it's for the best.
Listen, Dad, I know you've seen things that people can't even imagine. And I know how much you care about people.
Mia.
Shh! Just let me finish! But you're not alone, Dad. I'm here. Everyone is here. And you don't have to choose to be alone just because you think it's the best for everyone. Because if you do, I will be alone. We all will.
In this line of work, you don't get to my age without a few scars. This place stole a piece of me. But it was here that I found what matters most to me too. You. You're right, kid. I guess not every ending demands a sacrifice. Let's go home. Together.
Wait. I wanted to ask one more thing. Jazzer. What do you recall of him?
That was just a name.
Hey, yo, Mr. Verity, can I drive? I don't feel like dying with Agatha at the wheel.
What? You can't drive shit!
And apparently neither can you.
I'll drive if you need me to.
Wait, you got a license?
No, but if anything happens, I'll send you the fine.
What? Shit.
Right.
No fucking way! Hey, what's with that message? Who the fuck is Callisto?